You're Cordially Invited is the funniest thing, like when it comes to films, the funniest thing I ever seen since. Like, I don't know. It just gave me that old early 2000s Jim Carrey, Ben Stiller, classic Will Ferrell feeling. But let's talk about it. Who else belongs to that list in this particular group, y'all? We got Adam Sandler, Stephen Carell, but all these guys I named, they're known for like more of a slapstick type of comedy, you know, where it's all like exaggerated comedy. Before I get too far, we're gonna talk about it. Trust me, we're gonna talk about it because I got a lot I got to get off my chest when it comes to this film and how people see films like this in general. But for those of you that's joining me again, welcome back. I appreciate you for coming back and having this discussion with me. And for you guys that see me for the first time, hey, I'm Jonathan E. Turner, or you can just call me Jet for short. So this is going to be my spoiler-free review. It's really not much to spoil since it's more of a comedy. You're going into it with an expectation of like this lighthearted film, or you should go into it with an expectation. I'm just gonna watch something lighthearted. I just want to laugh. I just want to have a good time, have a good experience. This is what I assumed everybody felt when going into this film. This is what I felt. But the more I look into like the actual reviews of Your Cordially Invited, I don't know, it just triggers me, y'all. Now, this is the very reason somebody said dumb, not funny. Dumb, not funny. I want to talk about something, y'all. I think it may be like a cultural thing, but we'll get there. But this is the exact reason why I don't really give movies ratings when we talk about it on this channel. Mostly because I see films, no matter if it's comedy, horror, drama, whatever the genre is, I see films as art. So it's almost like if you go to an art gallery and you see somebody's painting and you say, okay, that painting is 2 out of 5. I'm like, you don't know what the person was feeling. You don't know what, like, because in a lot of films, you know, you guys know, you can watch something for a second or third time and get a whole new experience with it. So these films, these series, they're like art to me. Now, I will tell you if it's like worth your time watching it or not. So this film is definitely worth watching to me. Now, it is a divide. Like we could pretend like it's not, but it is a divide in like culture. Like I'm African American, obviously. American Pie. I didn't find American Pie that funny, but Dave Chappelle's Half Baked I found freaking hilarious. Like both similar movies, both slapstick comedy movies, you know, where it's all over exaggerated stuff. But I do feel like the comedy is different. I feel like someone that gave You're Cordially Invited a bad rating and said it's not funny will think something like The Hangover. I feel like they'll feel like The Hangover is the most hilarious thing they've ever seen. The Hangover is funny, but it's not like, it doesn't have me like pausing the movie and rewinding it type funny like You're Cordially Invited.
Are you engaged?
Yeah. Oh my God, you're engaged! My baby sister's engaged. I'm engaged. Oh my God.
No. Okay, how did you do it? What did you say? Did you get down on one knee?
Peyton Manning's just kind of waiting right
Oh yeah, but Peyton Manning can wait. Oh.
there. Yeah, took her to Ruth's Chris and just kind of said, "Do you want to get married?"
And then I was like, yes.
Just because you don't find it funny doesn't mean like another person won't find it freaking hilarious. So again, this is why I don't rate movies. I hate it with a passion, y'all. But my experience with Your Cordially Invited, I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed it like from the beginning to the end. I was, like I said in the beginning of the video, y'all, I don't remember like laughing this much when it comes to a film or when it comes to a movie. Like I have to go back like in time to like the early 2000s to remember the last time I enjoyed a movie this much when it comes to comedies. I went in hoping that I got that authentic, that classic Will Ferrell feeling. And that's what I got. And I enjoyed it. And I'm most likely going to watch this movie again in the future whenever I want like a laugh. We're limited on like genuine funny actors. Like it's some people that's funny outside of acting, like Kevin Hart. I think he's hilarious in stand up, but in films he just, I don't know, it feels like more like forceful. But someone like Will Ferrell or Ben Stiller or Adam Sandler, Dave Chappelle, they have like this authentic like comedy within them. It seems like they can just say anything. They can go off strip and just say anything, and it's freaking hilarious. And I miss that. Like I miss it a lot because the dramas and the tears that we shed over these films is important. It's meaningful, but comedy, like true comedy that makes you like actually laugh out loud, is equally as important. So I'm sorry if this review came off as more of a rant, but y'all, I enjoyed it. I recommend watching it. You can just watch it at home. It's excellent to me. It's an excellent weekend movie. I will say it does get raunchy in the beginning. Y'all, I'm like almost convinced that when something is rated R or rated mature for TV, I feel like they have to meet like a certain quota when it comes to like cursing and like set scenes and stuff like that. I say that because that's the only gripe I have about this film. In the beginning, it's just a lot of curse words, just like a lot of B's, a lot of F's just thrown around like crazy. Like characters that doesn't seem like they should be saying this stuff are just saying it like repeatedly. I think they even had like a song where they just repeated the B word like constantly. But once you get past that, I feel like they put it in the beginning purposely to meet their quota to be rated R or rated mature. Because it usually happens in the beginning, and then when you get in the middle and at the end of the movie, it kind of just phases out. So expect that if you do watch it, based on my review, expect a lot of profanity, but once they get past that, you just get to some genuine like funny moments. That yeah, it's a lot, it's a lot of funny moments that like yeah, I freaking pause and rewind this movie at the least 5 times. I just had to like stop and like, what did he just say? Like type of moments. All right, again, I apologize if I got into a bit of a rant, y'all, but I hate people that just misunderstand art, man, because art imitates life, and this is my whole thing on this channel. I'm just talking about my own life through these films, and I'm experiencing my own life through these films.